Hey, what's up? My name is Tyson Brown and I want to welcome you to Tyson's Fitness Tips podcast. This is Australia's top health and fitness podcast to help you lose weight, look good with your shirt off, feel confident in your body, and finally achieve the goals you want with your health and fitness. So 5 days a week, I'm going to be giving you top information from myself and also from leading experts in the field so you know everything you need to do to get in the best shape of your life. From nutrition to mindset to workout, everything is covered in this podcast and you need to go nowhere else. So like I said, it's going to be 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, in your ears with quick actionable segments that you can implement straight away, because the most important thing is that you can put these things into play. Also, if you listen all the way to the end of the episode, you're going to get 2 special gifts that you can download upon listening to it. So make sure you listen all the way to the end to get those free gifts, okay? So let's get into the episode. How much weight do you want to lose in the next year? Think about that for a second. If you're like, you know what, oh man, by the end of, let's not say the next year, let's say the next 8 months. By the end of 2019, I would love to weigh blah blah. Okay, think about that. Now, that's a fair bit when you think about it. You're like, wow, actually that is a lot of weight, I didn't even think about it. Man, that's daunting, that's scary. And it can be scary, it can be daunting. Because you think about, oh man, that's going to take a lot of time and effort. It's going to take energy. You probably question yourself, am I going to be able to do this? And when you look at this huge goal that you've got to go and achieve, and you look at what the date is now, you're like, man, I'm never going to make that by the time. And you may or you may not, right? But what I want to talk to you about today is starting off as small as possible. Because the smaller you can start off, the smaller the wins you can gather up, you're going to gain positive momentum. You're going to feel good about yourself. You're going to start noticing changes physiologically that you didn't notice before. It's going to make you keep on wanting to go on with the journey. Now, what am I talking about? I'm talking about building up those little wins to help build up your confidence. Because what we need to do is focus on increasing your confidence level to let you believe that you can actually achieve what you want to achieve. Because a lot of people, they say, I want to lose 20 kilos. And then you think about it and you're like, wow, 20 kilos? That is a lot of weight to lose. And you're like, fuck, am I really going to be able to lose that much? Like, I've tried in the past and I've failed. And when you start to question yourself, when you have those self-doubt moments, it's easy to, one, self-sabotage. It's easy to just think, oh, fuck, I'm not even going to bother with it. It's easy to think, oh, I'm going to quote unquote try, but you never really do. And so instead of looking at that big target of 20 kilos, you break it down and you start small. Okay, 20 kilos, cool. I'm going to focus on losing 1 kilo or 2 kilos. I'm going to focus on, oh man, my whole diet's thrown off. You know, I've been eating like shit every single meal. I want to lose 20 kilos. Like, oh, my diet's just shit. I've got to try and change everything. It's going to be so much hard effort. Okay. How about we break that down? How about we focus on one meal first? Let's focus on your first meal of the day, or the last meal of the day, whatever one's going to be the easiest for you to work on. And let's make that a good meal. And then let's get you building on from there. And so what we're trying to do here is to build up that confidence level to make you believe in yourself so we can move you forwards. So if you're like, oh man, I can't change everything at once. Okay, cool, let's start with breakfast. All right, we start with breakfast. We make a few small changes. Next minute, you have completely changed the way you eat your breakfast. You're eating healthy all the time. You're having protein with that meal, and you've gained the confidence. Like, yeah, I can actually do this. So then from breakfast, we move you to the next thing, which might be lunch, it might be dinner, or it might be, okay, now we've done something with the diet, let's do something with the exercise. Let's get you up to, let's say you're only taking 2,000 steps a day, let's get you up to 5,000 steps a day. And then move you up from there. Or let's get you going to the gym once a week for 30 minutes. And we just build you up over time. And you're like, oh, well, what is that gonna do? You know what that's gonna do? that's gonna fucking build your confidence levels, and it's gonna make you believe in yourself. And when you believe in yourself, you're more likely to keep pushing forwards because you know you've done things in the past that have worked, and you have more trust in yourself. And it's much easier to achieve something when you have more trust in yourself than not having trust in yourself. Because you've got to think about that. Having a big goal that you've failed at before, you don't trust yourself because you're like, well, I fucking failed at it before. Am I really going to do it again? And you can self-sabotage yourself, or you cannot even try. And it's so easy to give up. However, if you flip that on its head and you say, okay, I'm going to start something small first, and you work your way up and you have these little wins and you keep going and you keep moving throughout the day and you keep getting better and you keep getting better throughout the weeks, throughout the months. And let's say 6 months down the line, let's say it's now October and your goal is to lose 20 kilos and you've only lost 4.5 kilos, but you've kept the 4.5 kilos off and you've actually lost the 4.5 kilos and you're eating better at every meal and you're exercising 3 times a week for 45 minutes and you've been on this habit, you've never gotten this far in your life. How much better are you gonna feel that you've lost 4.5 kilos, you're not eating shit food anymore, you're not binging, you're actually exercising, you're feeling better, you're breathing better, you're sleeping better, you have better energy, people are noticing things, and you're like, fuck yeah, I can actually do this. That's where you wanna be. That's where you wanna get to. And the way you can do that is you work on building those small habits, right? That's like for me. At the moment, I had Easter, I had my birthday, I'm like, fuck man, it's been pretty rough. What am I gonna do? Like, I've been eating pretty rough food. My training hasn't suffered. It's always the diet for me. Training, I can always go and train. I have no qualms doing my steps or training at the gym. When it comes to diet, it gets really hard. So for me, I'm like, what am I gonna do? Okay, let me just get back on track today. Let me just focus on winning today. And then I'm gonna try and win tomorrow. Because I gotta think, I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna have to meal prep, I'm gonna have to do all this stuff. I'm like, no, I'm gonna meal prep for breakfast. I'm just like you. I'm tricking myself to say, okay, I'm just gonna get started with breakfast first. And then I'm gonna build up those good positive habits and get back onto my diet. Now, obviously it's gonna be faster for me because I've done this plenty of times. I've had experience with it. I've been doing this for years. So I'll jump back on quicker, but I've still got to play those little tricks to build back up my confidence because this whole week of bad eating has really thrown me off and it sent me in a negative loop. Because I'm like, oh man, like all this hard work I put in for my diet, I've just ruined it in a week. And I logically know that I haven't ruined it in a week, but emotionally I feel like I've ruined it in a week. So I'm twisting the tables, I'm fixing it again, I'm building up my momentum so I have trust in myself, so I can get to winning every day. And it's just focusing on, okay, cool, let's just get back into intermittent fasting, let's get you not eating till 12 o'clock, and we'll go from there. And I'm gonna play this little trick on myself, and it's gonna work me out. I'm gonna feel good about myself. I'm gonna build up that positive momentum. And then, in a couple of days, I'll be back to good. And so you need to think about that for yourself, and how you can focus on those small wins. And a small win to you may be a big win to someone else, or it may be a little win to someone, like even a smaller win to someone else, and like that's not really a win. So it all depends on the person. I want you to set yourself a win that's gonna take a little bit of effort, like changing breakfast to a good healthy meal 7 days a week is a bit of an effort, especially when you're eating shitty food. But it's achievable. It's gonna push you a little bit outside of your comfort zone, but you can do it. And so you wanna have that little bit of a goal that's gonna push you a little bit, because if you're like, oh, I've been going to the gym 3 times a week for 30 minutes, I'm gonna go for 31 minutes. It's like, is that really gonna push you a little bit further? No. You wanna do something that's challenging enough, that's gonna move you a little bit further forward in the spectrum. It's gonna make you feel good that you made that decision, and that you're now like, okay, I did that. I can now move on to the next thing. I'm feeling good. That was a bit hard, but it wasn't unachievable and I got it done. And so when you can do that and you can just focus on those small little things day after day, that is how you're going to build up that positive momentum, and that's how you're gonna lose the weight. That's how you're gonna lose the weight. That's how you're gonna keep it off. That's how you're gonna do whatever you wanna do, you work on those small wins. And like when I say small wins, that's also, I go to the gym 3 times a week, I'm gonna get 5 times a week. No, that's a huge jump. If you're going 3 times a week, you go to 4 times a week. Or if you're training for 30 minutes, you go to 45 minutes. You don't go, I've been doing 30, I'm going to half an hour. I'm going to 3 times, I'm going to 5 times, because that is a lot. I don't think you realize, like, that is a lot to ask of yourself, especially if you've got commitments, especially if you do other things during the days. Like, now you've got to cut out this whole bunch of extra time, an extra half an hour out of your day, or whatever it's going to be, to make sure you get to the gym, and it can take a lot. So don't jump the gun. Work on those small habits, build yourself up, get better every day, and you will get towards where you want to go once you build up that momentum. Because when you have confidence, you feel good about yourself, you're like, I'm going to push the envelope a little bit more, I'm going to go a little bit harder. So always aim for those small wins. 1 meal, 1 extra workout, 15 minutes on the workout, whatever it's going to be, and build yourself up from there. So what I want to do is I want to know what your small wins are. I want you to slide into the DMs on Instagram at Tyson the Trainer, and let me know, what are your small wins going to be for the next month. Hope this is helpful. Can't wait to hear from what your small wins are, and I'll speak to you in the next episode. Hey, thanks for listening to the podcast. I really appreciate it. So now you've listened all the way to the end. That means you get some free goodies. So what you can do is you've got 2 different options, or you can take them both. I've got an intermittent fasting cheat sheet and a high protein 20 recipe meal guide designed specifically for you in your situation. These meal plans and this intermittent fasting guide is designed to help you burn stubborn belly fat and get in the best shape of your life. So all you have to do is go to the show notes, click on the download link, and they'll get sent straight to your email address. It's as simple as that. They're completely free. They're going to help you transform your body. So go to the show notes now and download your free guides, and I'll speak to you in the next episode.